Alright everyone, we're starting a new campaign, and you know what that means. Time for characters. You all mentioned you had some idea of what you wanted to play, so lay them on me. Anyone want to go first?
I'm gonna play a rogue.
Why am I not surprised? Alright, how about you?
I want to be a textbook mage, like a mage with a textbook, so that when I run out of spells, I can hit my enemies with the power of student loans.
I like it. A slight twist on the classical spellcaster. I look forward to seeing how you play this out. I mean, the only thing scarier than death is crippling debt, after all. Alright, you!
I want to play a multi-classed paladin cleric with a set of auras that may border on the dark arts.
Interesting. Taking the traditional knight in shining armor and turning on its head, eh? Well, we've got a pretty solid party so far. What about you, Straight-Lace? What's your character?
I want to be an introvert with a sword.
Come again?
Kinda like a Solon youth named Eugene, a 5-star adventurer who specializes in the element of water.
Uh-huh. I'll just put you down as a fighter then.
Oh, and from his backstory, he has a baby dragon named Sam as his best bud who travels with him in his backpack and gives me and my allies her draconic blessing.
Hold on a second. Did you say a dragon?
A blue one.
A blue one?
Aren't those, evil?
Yes, they are, but that's besides the point right now. Explain to me why I should give you a dragon?
This one's just a baby.
Okay, fine. Tell you what, you play a Beastmaster Ranger who focuses on swords, and we'll let you have the baby dragon as your animal companion. Should do the same thing as a fighter, but with less multi-attack and more dragon. Okay, so what does this blessing do again?
It increases the rate at which the party can turn into dragons, and every time they do, they get stronger for the rest of the fight.
Okay, well, last I checked there are no druids in this party, and I'm pretty sure no one in the party can turn into dragons.
But imagine if we can someday.
I don't hate that idea. This will probably backfire in my face later, but it could also be really fun.
Time skip.
Alright team, you finally finish up your quest and have time to do some much needed shopping at the marketplace. The pay was pittance, so you're a little low on rupees, but also in dire need of some equipment.
Does anyone look rich?
Roll me a perception check.
18.
Looking across the crowd of people going about their day, you pick out a finely dressed man at one of the vendors. He is dressed in clean robes of deep blue and black with silver trim. He's currently buying some baked goods at the bread vendor, 123 Bread.
Everyone, I have some business to attend to. I won't be long.
As the rest of you stand there, a young woman approaches. She has long, flowing white sleeves, brown gloves, a green and brown vest, short black pants, knee-high boots, and a comically oversized hat. You all look like you're looking for some gear. I'm Francesca, and I so happen to be selling adventuring wares to adventurers such as yourselves.
Do you have any dark tomes?
Not in stock today. All I have is a tome on magic missile and this book on physics.
Perfect, I'll take both.
Mind if I borrow that tome from time to time?
Sure, I guess. It's kind of mine.
Well, I guess, do you have any swords or armor?
I have a single broadsword and a paladin's tunic, both lightly used.
Okay, well, definitely not a dark tome, but I'll take it!
Wait, do you have any more swords? Shoot, my fighting expertise is with swords.
Well, I do have this big fish with sharp fins that you could beat your foes with.
Well, if it works, it works.
So, how are you going to pay for that?
Heck, I'm back. What did I miss?
We need to pay for our equipment.
I can loan you some money. How much do you need?
About 2,000 rupees should cover it.
Okie dokie.
Rogue, roll me a sleight of hand check for how many rupees you pickpocketed.
20,000.
Well, okay, that'll cover it.
Wow, thanks for letting us partake in the Rogue's Banquet.
Not a problem. You owe me.
Time skip.
Answering your summons, you knock on the large wooden door of the meeting hall. It opens, revealing the captain of the Royal Guard, a tall, well-built young man clad in shining plate armor, draped in a purple and black cape, with a golden hilted sword sheathed at his side. To either side of him stand 10 of his finest men.
Who needs this many people to open a door?
Please, come in. My name is Leaf, and I am the captain of the Royal Guard. It has come to my attention that a new group of adventurers have banded together, and, as it happens, I have a perilous quest that I would rather not entrust to everyday mercenaries. You seem like a capable group, and the reward is quite generous. All I ask is that you prove your merit to me, and defeat me in a game of Alberian chess. Captain Leaf smiles, and gives a quick wave to one of the guards standing off to the side, who quickly turns and walks off, presumably to fetch the Alberian chess set.
I got this.
Wait, who has this?
Guys, I'm a mage. I specialize in intelligence. I put like 18 intel into this class, and aside from spellcasting, this is the only time I'm gonna get to use them.
Yeah, but this is a game of chess. I could always just cheat.
But we don't have to. As a ranger, I have access to my skill Signature Tactics, which lets me buff all allies around me to hit harder and reduce elemental damage. And when I've used that skill a few times and taken him through a few checks, it's checkmate, and he'll be finished, and he'll acknowledge us as worthy rivals.
Yeah, but those are battle skill names, not actual board game skills.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I could always...
I'm gonna stab him in the back. Because I hate him and because I can.
What?
I stab the captain in the back to assert dominance on the soldiers and his fanbase.
Oh. Okay. Roll for it?
Hey, he's not expecting it, right?
No.
Sneak attack! That's a 35 to hit with a total damage of 7,012.
That'll hit. And given that he only has 3,500 HP, it kills him. In one swift move, the rogue darts forward, and before anyone can so much as raise a hand to stop him, he draws his dagger and decapitates the captain of the Royal Guard. Captain Leaf's body buckles, dropping onto its knees and then falling down flat on the ground. He is dead.
I turn to the guards in T-pose. I am in charge now.
Roll me an intimidation check.
47.
The guards all drop down to one knee, the sound of their armor against stone echoing in unison in the now quiet room. They bow before you. They are speechless, and clearly horrified, and in some degree of shock.
So, this is happening and all, but what exactly was the quest we were going to receive?
One of the guards looks up for a moment and says, there's a group of fiends in the volcano, sir, that needs to be cleared out, sir, and their leader is located there, so...
Did I say you could talk?
No, sir. The guard quickly drops his head with the others, not daring to meet your eye.
Anyway, we should probably go to that scary-looking volcano.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Time skip.
Ba-na-na-na. As the party delves deeper into the volcano, sweat pours down your foreheads as the temperature steadily increases with every passing footstep. You drink from your slowly depleting water skins as you press on, growing weary of your surroundings. Everyone make me a perception check.
17.
12.
85.
1.
The rogue is the first to notice the ragged breathing of not one, but several creatures looming in the surrounding darkness. The ranger and paladin quickly catch on, while the mage marvels over a particularly symmetrical stalactite they have discovered. Everyone roll initiative. Mage, you will start at the second round of combat.
15.
86.
2.
4.
Fitting. Alright, as you all draw your weapons, several fiends crawl out of the darkness and into view. Large wolves with blackened red fur and fiery eyes snarl at you, baring their sharp teeth. Balls of red slime slowly bounce their way forward, dissolving the rubble and debris underneath their acidic form. One ash-covered goblin skulks their way out from behind cover, their makeshift armor and weapons almost glistening in the glow of the magma. The rogue is the first in the combat order.
I take cunning action and hide.
Make me a stealth check.
91.
You're hidden. You dive behind some conveniently shaped rocks, and no one, not the wolves, goblins, or your own teammates, can see you anymore.
I sneak attack one of the wolves. That's a 106 to hit for 9,723 damage.
That hits. The creature goes down with a thud, its now lifeless body collapsing onto the charred rock beneath it. Ranger, with an underage dragon in his backpack, you're up.
Okay, I channel the power of my dragon companion and use the move Dragon Claw on one of the goblins.
Roll the hit.
Nat 20, which means my other ability kicks in and I get a level of inspiration.
Indeed. Roll damage.
734.
The goblin reels, squealing as it falls back onto its butt. However, it is now the goblin's turn. The goblin quickly stands up and takes a swing at the ranger. And it hits!
Wait! I use my reaction to defend straight-lace to impose disadvantage!
Very clever, paladin defender. Moving quickly, and with the aid of their shield, the paladin attempts to block the goblin's attack to defend the ranger, but fails and falls just short of the ranger, and the attack still hits. This is a bludgeoning attack and can stun the target, but our ranger happens to be immune to being stunned. You take 353 damage.
Darn.
It's now the Paladin's turn.
Alright, I cast Mass Resistance, triggering my secondary effect, which will also begin to heal the team.
Alright, the spell comes into effect immediately, and the healing effect will start at the beginning of the next round. With that, it is now the rest of the Fiend's turns. Alright, the first wolf lunges at the Paladin, and hits, dealing 294 damage. The second wolf goes to bite the Mage, but misses. The third wolf charges the Rogue, but fails to hit against an armor class of 34. Two slimes wiggle their way forward to the Ranger, but don't move fast enough to attack them. Back to the top of the turn order, it is once again the Rogue's turn.
Hey, Toast, can I borrow that magic missile tome?
Sure.
Alright, I cast magic missile. It hits because it's magic missile. 20,000 damage to each fiend.
How many dice did you roll there?
Yeah.
Okay, the Rogue holds up the Tome of Magic Missile, and speaking the command word, several bolts of energy fly out and strike each fiend in the room. The fiends all die. Their now fried corpses litter the room, save for the slimes who explode into a pile of goop. Luckily, the party gets enough XP to level up.
Cool, I get another die on my sneak attack.
Awesome. I also get another spell.
I get a new aura.
I get increased defense when I'm relatively uninjured.
Yeah, there's a reason no one plays the original Beastmaster Ranger.
Time skip.
Ba-da-da-da-da! The party pushes forward, keeping a watchful eye out for other fiends that might leap from the cavern walls. The party wastes no time, for if the foes that litter this volcano don't kill them, the blazing hot air that is slowly roasting them alive surely will. Rounding a corner, the party enters an enormous cavern, one that is unmistakably the heart of the volcano. Glancing upward, sunlight streams through a vertical tunnel leading to the sky. The massive lake of lava in the center of the cavern greets the party with a wave of heat and the smell of sulfur. From the narrow shoreline, a thin bridge extends forward out into a large, circular platform in the center of the lake.
Boss room.
Boss room.
Yeah, that's a boss room.
Okay, yes, this is a boss room. I suppose that was a little over the top. Anyway, as the party mulls over the evidence that points to the danger ahead, a tremor shakes the room. Rocks fall! Luckily, no one dies. But as you turn to look behind you, you can see the cavern from whence you came is now caved in.
Well, nowhere to go but forward, I guess. I advance cautiously to the center platform.
I follow as well.
Me too.
I use the paladin as a meat shield.
Cautiously traversing forward onto the bridge, small cracks begin to form underneath your feet. The party quickly power walks to the center platform, bits and pieces of the rock bridge crumbling away with every step. As the paladin quickly scoops up the mage, the paladin, ranger, and rogue all leap from the crumbling pathway and safely onto the center platform. The frail remains of the bridge sinking into the bubbling pools of lava. But just as the party has time to get their bearings, across the way in the lava lake, a mound of lava begins to bubble up. It grows bigger and bigger till it towers above the players. A pair of glowing, molten eyes pierce through the dripping liquid. With an explosion that sends the mound of lava flying in all directions, a huge red dragon bursts forth. Its titanic wings unfurled, it slams its enormous claws down to the central platform. It roars at you. I am Brunhilde, the volcanic queen, ruler of the flames, bringer of ash and ruin, herald to the end times, the apocalypse made flesh, and third place winner of the national chili making competition. Gaze upon me, mortals, and know that your end has come. Everyone roll initiative.
5.
167.
Natural 20.
17.
Alright, the rogue rolled higher, but the nat 20 allows the mage to go first. But mage, what do you do?
I cast Wind Spell.
Brunhilde, the volcanic queen, fails the saving throw, but is resistant to wind magic. Roll damage, and remember to take half.
623, accounting for the resistance.
Nice. Immediately after you cast the wind spell, Brunhilde takes one of their legendary actions to use Grand Muspelheim, quickly flying into the air above you and dropping an enormous wall of flame across the center of the arena. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
11.
246.
Nat 1.
12.
As the dragon soars across the platform, dropping the wall of flame, the rogue nimbly dodges out of the way, quickly rolling to safely. The ranger and paladin leap in the opposite direction, barely dodging, but still getting singed, taking 1,348 damage each. The mage, our beloved Mage Toast, losing their footing, stumbles in place as the flames pour down on him, reducing him to ash in an instant. Nothing but pile of soot and ash remains where Toast once stood.
No!
No!
What?
Well, that's unfortunate.
Now, it's the rogue's turn. There's a line crossing the middle platform where the rock has been reduced to lava.
I'm gonna cast Magic Missile.
You... What?
I never gave that tome back.
So you didn't.
So, Magic Missile auto hits for 7,467,237 damage.
Really? Because that just so happens to be the exact same amount of HP that the ancient red dragons have in the monster manual.
Curious.
Fine. We're about to wrap up for the night anyway. As the rogue holds up the Tome of Magic Missile and speaks its command word, bolts of energy lash out from the tome to Brunhilde. They strike true, and Brunhilde reels from the attack, collapsing out of the sky and down to the platform. But as they fall, Brunhilde the Volcanic Queen uses one of her legendary actions to cast Wing Attack on the rogue. Make me a dexterity saving throw, or be pushed back 50 feet.
371.
You pass, and you're only pushed back half as far.
Yes!
Which puts you straight in the now missing line of the platform that is lava.
But
You take 15,643 damage as you fall into the lava.
oh, okay then. Barely half my HP. I climb back onto the platform.
Glad to see you lived. Anyway, Brunhilde weakly raises their head, coughing up blood as they spit out. You may have bested me, you pathetic mortals, but you'll never defeat the twins. Brunhilde's head collapses onto the platform, the golden glow in her eyes fading as the life slips away from her. Her body begins to glow, and soon begins to crumble away as it turns to ash. The paladin reaches out and picks up an amulet with the markings of the Volcanic Queen. As he does, the red dragon's form blows away in the rising heat, leaving behind only her essence of mana, and that too fades upward with the ash. But as soon as it appeared, the mana quickly coalesces and floats over to the blue baby dragon in the ranger's backpack.
Oh, sweet!
As it does, the mana joins with Sam, and she gently floats out of your backpack and into the air. In a twinkling of light, Sam quickly grows to her full mature form, Styx.
Yes!
Styx gently lands on the ground, a gentle flap of their wings providing a brief but cooling wind. Their white and blue scales starkly contrasting against the charred rock and lava. Styx leans forward till they are eye level with the ranger. Thank you, my friend. May we meet again someday, and may you stay safe until then. Goodbye. Styx turns their head upward. Crouching down, spreading out their wings, Styx vaults up into the air with a powerful leap. A frigid blast of wind rushes downward, slamming into the central platform and spreading in all directions. As it does, the cold air hits the molten lava, and with a hiss, cools it briefly, coating the lake in a thin, temporary layer of rock for the party to escape on.
What?
Hey, at least you lived through the encounter.
Let this be a lesson, kids. Never trust a dungeon master who agrees with your wild plans. Oh, and don't play the original Beastmaster Ranger. They'll either be underpowered, heartbroken, or both.
The end.
You know that the rogue is cheating, right?
Yeah,
Doesn't that bother you?
not really.
Why?
Because he often causes more problems than he solves, and I'm okay with that. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. Next week's session deals with the ramifications of killing off the captain of the guard and a fan favorite character.
Oh no.